Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G, aka EGTV, and you guys are here. The host, Egal, the guy himself. You already know what it is. How you guys doing? How's everybody today? What we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about so many things. But first things first, we're going to be talking about the double transfer that Arsenal have almost but confirmed, right? From Fabrizio Romano himself. Here we go has come out, and he's confirmed that Arsenal will be signing two players. We will be signing Tavares, Nuno Taveres, and Albert Lokonga, right? And there's more. There's more. There's stuff about Granit Xhaka. There's stuff about Husam Awa. There's stuff about Sabitzer. There's stuff about the man himself, Onana. There's so many things that we're going to talk about on today's show. But first things first, if you're watching on the playback or if you're watching live, all the major stories are in the description down below, and it takes me a little bit of time to get that stuff done. So if you can do me a favor, drop a like for me on this video, I really appreciate it. Big up to the 17 people or 25 people watching live right now. We get up to at least 100 likes by the end of the video. We can do that. Let's see if we can do that, but let's get started right about on now. Today's show, we're going to be talking about Tammy Abraham, possible inquiry from Arsenal. Granit Xhaka, it looks like he'll be moving on from Roma, and you know what, good riddance. Then you got my guy here, Nketiah, could be moving to Germany. Guendouzi looks like he'll be signing a new contract. We got a new dog shagger. I'm joking. We got a new guy, left back, coming into the team. We got Renato Sanchez, possible links to Arsenal also by 90 min. New updates from Ben White. We'll see what's going on with that. Is Arsenal back in for Aouar, or could we see a rival get him? Yes, people. So let's get this show on the road. Let's get the show on the road the right way. And you know how we're going to start it? Here we go. Fabrizio Romano has said those three words that we love to hear. He's tweeted it out earlier today, or earlier in the evening, may I say. He tweeted those words out. But before we get started, let me say hi to my guests. I got Ozzy here with me, and I got Dean here with me. How you guys doing? How's everybody today? Everyone's good?
We're all good, bro.
Good, yeah. Bro. Thank you.
And let's say hi to the people in the chat. So Dean was in the chat earlier saying, big up, Dean. How you doing, my guy? We got Tim, one of the mods, Tim doing his thing. We got George in the house. We got my guy. You already know what it is. Changes his name every single week, but we love to see it. We got Uncle Laurie in the house. We got next guy doing his thing saying, yes, Ego. My name's not Ego, but yeah, I get it. I get the joke. Big up Laurie, my guy saying here. We got Qasim in the house, Mo in the house doing his thing. Yep. We got Killam in the house, Julie in the house. Big up everybody. Shout out the whole gang. But let's get this show on the road the proper way. The way we're going to do it today is we're going to talk about the young signings that we might be making sooner than later. And we're going to be talking about Fabrizio Romano's tweet. So first things first, let's go to Fabrizio Romano's tweet. Let's see what Romano said himself. Fabrizio Romano, what did he say? What did Fab say? What did Fabrizio say? Fabrizio Romano tweeted out, here we go for two signings, confirming two signings from Arsenal, and also talking about Matteo Guendouzi. So let's get the tweet up. The tweet was about from 5 hours ago. So this is from Fabrizio Romano, right? And when Fabrizio Romano does a tweet, we gotta have Fabrizio Romano's picture in the corner. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have everything sorted out right now. So let's get this video up. So it says, here's what Fabrizio Romano's tweet says, and let me get it up on the board for you guys as we speak. Fabrizio Romano has said Nuno Taveres to Arsenal is confirmed, right? He's confirmed that it's a done deal. He said the words, here we go. Nuno Taveres to Arsenal, done deal, and here we go, confirmed. The paperwork has to be signed today between Arsenal and Benfica, on board for £80 million plus add-ons, right? Then he goes on to say, interesting starting during Guendouzi's talks with Benfica. Travis was part of a potential swap, but Matteo Guendouzi wanted to join Olympique Marseille. So that did not happen because Matteo Guendouzi wanted to join Olympique Marseille. So the first conversation of the day is we're going to be talking about Nuno Taveres. And the reason why we're going to be talking about Nuno Taveres, he's going to be our new left back. He's going to be coming into a club as a new left back, as cover for Kieran Tierney. What do you guys think? And when Fabrizio Romano is dropping those tweets, you got to have the Fabrizio Romano in the corner. So what do you guys think? Fabrizio Romano dropping that bomb on us, telling us Nuno Taveres and the possible swap deal that did not go through last minute. So what do you guys think, everyone in the comment section? And I'll start with you, Muhtin. How do you feel about it?
Bro, for me, Nuno Taveres, it's not like Kieran Tierney, but it's not the level of Kieran Tierney, but we are signing him as a backup. Also, he will improve, even though the people who watch in the Portuguese league, they say that his defending is not good. But I think that he only played 25 games, bro. So I think that he will improve. And also Kieran Tierney, he will know that Kieran Tierney is not easy, like he was saying. Grimaldo and Kieran Tierney are not the same, you know. So for him, he will work hard and he will learn more. Yeah, for Tierney, and I think it will be good. Yeah, signing. Yeah, for me it is good. Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. And Ozzy, just before I go to you, let me just tell the people who have just joined us. So if you don't already know, Arsenal have been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that Arsenal have already signed the paperwork to sign Nuno Taveres, and he's also confirmed Lokonga is done. So the two deals have been confirmed, done by Fabrizio Romano, and he's even said, "Here we go." So this is the first tweet, right? And I can see that some of you guys are saying, show me the second part. Show me the second part. I will show you the second part right now. So if you go to his quote tweets, right? If you go to his quote tweets, he quoted himself. And in the quote that he quoted himself, he literally says that Lokonga is also finished. So let me just go to it. Where is it? He replies to himself. Where is it? He literally replied to himself stating that Lokonga was also done. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Yo, you know when you don't have stuff ready? Oh man, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it for you guys. Just bear with me. Just bear with me as I find this tweet, because right now I'm having a howler. But let me continue. Let me state this, guys. I genuinely am excited. The fact that we're getting stuff done early. This is very unlike Aussie. What do you think? This is very unlike Arsenal. What do you think, Ozzy? Because I'm excited at the fact that we're getting stuff done early. I'm happy that we're getting a backup left back in. I'm happy that we're getting a center back in. I'm happy that we're getting a midfielder in that can be an understudy to Thomas Partey. It looks like Lokonga is going to be an understudy to Thomas Partey. We're still going to be getting in another DM. We're going to be getting in a goalkeeper. We're going to be getting in all these guys. And also, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. It's absolutely free. Just hit that like button. It really helps with the channel. Don't forget to do that while you're here. But Ozzy, what do you think, bro? Tavares is already done and dusted. It looks like Lokonga is done and dusted. Everything is pretty much confirmed. Are you happy?
Definitely happy about Lokonga signing. I'm a fan of this guy. I wasn't aware of him before, till Arsenal got linked with him. But I've been watching bits and bobs of him. I like his attributes. I like his mentality. The guy's the right fit for Arsenal, I think. Definitely one for the future. Also for I'll be keen to see how he fits in. But I think in terms of the physicality that we lack sometimes in midfield or have lacked in the past, he's definitely got that, and he's got those attributes that we need at the moment.
So I can see someone, Qasim, saying, bro, relax, acting like these deals already happened. Listen, if Fabrizio Romano says, here we go, and he does that, I genuinely believe that the deal is done. When something happens and you have Fabrizio Romano put his credibility on the line to say the deal is done and confirmed, done deal, here we go.
Yes.
That to me is enough. I don't need to hear anything else. Once he says that, that's it. I don't need to hear anything else, because he's confirmed that the deal is done. He's confirmed that the signing is going to go through over the line. What else do I need to hear at that point? There's nothing else. No one can tell me the deal's not done at this point. Anyways, continue. What were we going to say?
Yeah, for me, I was saying this guy Kasim. I think he's just he's making a joke maybe, because for me, Fabrizio Romano, whatever he says something, for me, I always take it. I think it's going to happen. Egal, it's going to happen, bro.
Yeah. So Fabrizio Romano, we know how credible he is, and he's not only said that Lokonga, he's not only said that one person, he's also said Lokonga is done, right? He's also said Lokonga is finished. He said Arsenal will complete the signing of both Nuno Taveres and Lokonga. This was as reported by Fabrizio Romano. Now, I'm trying to find the official tweet from Fabrizio Romano, because when you searched Fabrizio Romano and Lokonga, there's 100 people quoting him, and here's the actual tweet. I found it, ladies and gentlemen. This happened. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's the official tweet, right? So this is the Fabrizio Romano tweet that we were looking for, what we've been waiting for, this whole time. So Arsenal are set to complete both Nuno Taveres and Lokonga signings in the next few days. Confirmed. Here we go. Soon, right? Lokonga will join for 17 million, 0.5 plus add-ons. Now, final details on future sales. 100% paperwork is signed. Both Benfica and Tavares, 8 million plus add-ons, right? And he goes on to link this to his tweet that he did the day before also. So there you go. As you can see, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano himself. So when that's done, that means the signings are done. So now my question to you guys is, Sancho's confirmed also. Yep, Sancho is confirmed. Sancho is confirmed.
Sancho, which Sancho?
Sancho to Manchester United is confirmed.
Yeah. Jadon.
Yeah, Jadon Sancho's confirmed to Manchester United. Here we go. But getting back to Arsenal, as you can see, there you go. Bruno Tavares confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. Done and dusted. Sancho is confirmed. Yep, Sancho's confirmed. These guys are obsessed with Manchester United news. Let's go, Jadon Sancho.
What about Ben White, bro?
We're gonna get to Ben White in a second, but first, before we go any further, guys, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's continue talking about Lokonga and Tavares, right? So I'm gonna start with Tavares. What do you guys know about Tavares? Do you know much about Tavares, Ozzy?
Not really, to be honest. I've just, like I said earlier, in the past few days, I've been looking at him. I like him from an attacking sense, from what I've seen. He's good going forward, good at crossing. I think defensively, he's vulnerable. I think that's one concern I think a lot of people will have with him signing for Arsenal. But in terms of going forward, yeah, he's definitely got all the attributes in the attacking sense.
Yo, guys, breaking news. Sancho's official.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yeah.
We already know that.
Sorry. It was just a minute ago, by the way, but you know.
Yeah. We already know that. So now we're gonna talk about Neves. But before we do that, before we talk about this, brother, I want to ask you guys: Are you guys happy that we're getting stuff done early? Because that to me is the most positive thing about all of this, is the fact that we're getting stuff done early. The fact that we're getting these deals in and through the line early. We're getting Lokonga, we're getting Nares, we're getting Tavares, we're getting these guys done, and at the rate that we're getting them at, I feel like we could get 5 deals done by the end of the summer. Don't you?
Me, you know how I feel, Egal. I don't trust these guys. I mean, I'm happy that we got players in for once, doing our jobs. But me, I, as you know, I don't agree with the targets that we're after. I mean, these two guys, the left back is just a back. They're basically 2 backup players. So we got 2 backup players very early on. I mean, it's better than what we did before. But our standards have dropped so massively that we are doing the bare minimum, and people are happy with it. These 2 are backup players, and we are celebrating it.
So, there's nothing wrong with being happy that your team signed a player.
Wait, Egal, wait a minute. That's my personal opinion. When you say your personal,
no. I'm not
opinion.
attacking your
Why
opinion.
am I not allowed to say
I'm
my
not
personal
attacking
opinion?
your opinion. I'm
My
not attacking
personal
your
opinion
opinion.
is that I don't look at this as a, it is a positive. Yes, I'll give you that. For me, is nothing. Other clubs do this all the time. And I don't
Bro,
understand, yeah. And so I don't understand, yeah. You guys are being too positive. Because
no,
other clubs do this all the time and they sleep. They do it in their sleep. And we are celebrating
you're misreading the
mediocrity.
room. You're misreading the room. Nobody is being overly
Yeah.
positive. We're
Yeah,
just
no one,
happy about the fact that the club
Ali.
is doing
Ali.
getting business done.
Yeah, absolutely. No one is saying that these two players are world class or something. Just it's good to get them early, you know. The other one will be done step by step.
Yeah.
Bro,
So,
if
you're
we got
misreading
someone
what we're
like
saying.
Bissouma, no, for example, if we got Bissouma, come at me. If we get Bissouma, you can tell me, Sahal, look at the signing. He will start in our first team. He will play next to Partey. Then I'll be like, yo, Egal, that is a brilliant signing. Exactly what we need. I can't complain. But you're telling me we're going to get two backup players that will probably not see the pitch at all next season, and you expect me to what's it called, be celebrating, or bro, City do it, United do it, every single team. Your standards have dropped, my friends, honestly, to the floor. It's like you guys want a little bit of like food and you guys are happy. I am not happy until we get our targets in, because I know what's gonna happen. My standards will not drop. I refuse it. My standards are this: Arsenal, get your targets in. The priority positions, get them in. For example, why is Bissouma not on the? He's on the list. Why is he
Egal,
not priority for?
Sal,
I
true,
think
true.
One
you're
example.
just complaining for no reason
No,
in
no.
the sense.
Sahal,
No,
what you are
no.
saying,
I'm not attacking your opinion.
There you
I'm not
go,
attacking
man.
your
There you
opinion.
go.
Stop right
You
there.
can't
Stop,
even
stop,
answer my
stop.
question, Egal. It's so funny. It's so funny, Egal. You can't answer my question. Why can
What's
we
your
not buy
question?
Bissouma? The question is, why are we getting these two guys? Okay, these two guys are well and
let
good,
me
right?
answer it.
Why
Let
can
me
we
answer
not
it.
get
Do you
Bissouma?
know why? Do you
Bissouma
know
is
why?
literally
Do you
twerking
know
for us.
why? Are
Twerking
you
for
gonna let
us.
me answer?
Wants us.
The
Go on.
reason why we're getting these deals done early is because they are the easier of the two. It's easier to get 20 million to 8 million pound deals done first before you go and get the 30 million, 60
Absolutely.
million pound
No
signing.
one is
But
happy, bro.
today,
No one is
I
happy,
want to say, you know what? Welcome Nuno Taveres. Welcome to Lokonga.
we move.
If it is 100% confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that they are joining the club, I just want to be like, you know what? Welcome to the club. I'm happy that you guys have joined. I'm not saying you guys are going to come and become the second coming of the best left back in history and the best midfielders in history. But you know what? This is progress, because we're getting young players with the scope to grow, to come into our midfield, improve us, and I'm proud that our club is doing things right for once. Instead of waiting until the last day of the end of the season, they're doing things right. I'm not getting excited. I'm not going crazy. This is step one to a big summer. We have a lot of deals to do. Get stuff done now. We're not finished. We're not done. We need at least a goalkeeper. We need a right back. We need another DM. We need an attacking midfielder. And if you can get us either a left winger or another striker, 5 more players, that is a 10 out of 10 window. If you get me at least 4 more, I'm happy. But at least 5 to 4 players more, and we are in business, talking about confirmed top 4, talking about getting higher up the table. That's what I want to do. But right now, this is a puzzle. And you know what we've done? We've done this. Puzzle piece 1, puzzle piece 2. We're waiting for puzzle piece 3, 4, and 5. That's what I think it is. Ozzy, you agree?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get my guy's very passionate and stuff. I think what he really wants to see is a signal of intent by the club. Obviously, these signings are not signals of intent. They're just additional players. I get maybe my guy's a bit upset that obviously Man United have gone and signed and 75 million pound player. We've signed some backup players. So maybe when you look at things in comparison, it's obviously nothing to kind of scream and shout about. I think my guy should just take it with a pinch of salt. These players are not going to be, lighting the stage on fire. They're just additional players to the squad.
Okay. Now, big up to ML2. If you want to join, the link is in the chat. Someone said here, what jerseys numbers are they going to wear? So I can tell you 100% right now that Lokonga has been given
29.
the 48 shirt. He will be wearing the number 48, right? That's the number that Lokonga will be wearing. I think that's what the reports say, that Lokonga will be wearing the number 48. What about Tavares? Have you guys heard any rumors of what number Tavares will be wearing?
No.
They haven't said anything about Tavares' numbers
yet. I think maybe numbers
Lokonga
available.
Is a brilliant talent.
18.
There's a couple of numbers available now. 11's available. Thing is leaving. So there's numbers available. We're probably gonna hear that when later on, because probably it's gonna be a random number.
Okay, so someone here asked, are they confirmed? They are confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that the two deals in front of us, the two players that I have in front of me, are agreed. So the Tavares deal is 100% done, signed by Benfica, Arsenal, and the player. It is done. When it comes to the Lokonga deal, the deal has been agreed by Anderlecht and Arsenal. The two players have agreed. Everybody has agreed, and the two deals are all but done. Everything has been finished. The paperwork, the teams agreeing, the financials have been agreed upon. Everything has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. This is not no Mickey Mouse source. Fabrizio Romano has said, here we go on both sources. Next, Lokonga is a talent. In the years to time, every time he's going to be raving about him. And Tavares is a backup for Tierney. So yes, he's a backup player. But that's exactly why we bought him. Okay, now ML2, what are you saying?
Can you hear me?
How you feel about these signings?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello. I just wanted to say that I've seen many people say that focus on Bissouma, buy him first, and then get a backup left back like Patrick Van Aanholt. I don't think that's the right way, because if you see Nuno Taveres at Benfica, he's a phenomenal left back, and I think he'll not only just be a backup left back to Tierney, but he'll push for that left back position. So he'll not just improve himself, but he'll also improve Tierney's level as well. And that's what's one of the problems in Arsenal the past 5 years, the training atmosphere, which is not good. People say what they do in training is just for fun, and many people say so. I think he'll challenge Tierney for the left back position and increase the level of the team. And same with Lokonga. He's a brilliant player. I've seen him, and I think he'll just improve the squad.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Your audio, I could barely hear you, but we got the gist of what you said. Thank you, man. Have a great day, and thank you for coming on. Appreciate it. Now moving on, everyone watching on Twitter, come join us on YouTube. The link is on my Twitter account, so you can just come join us. I'm going to end the video on Twitter, but the rest of the video will be played on YouTube, so come join us there. Also, the people watching from Arsenal Inside Out group on Facebook, come join us the rest of the way on the YouTube channel. The link is in the description, so come join us from there, right? Thank you. Now, big up to everybody watching on YouTube. Do me a favor, guys, smash that like button. We're going to be continuing to talk about these two signings, but we also want to talk about a little bit of other things that are going on with the club. So let me just stop you right there. Have you guys heard that we have been linked to a possible Turkish replacement for Hector Bellerin that is different from the original guy that we were trying to go after?
What's his name?
His name is Mirth Muhdil.
Oh, Demirel. The one who plays for Juventus.
He plays for Sassuolo.
Sassuolo. Okay.
Sassuolo, right? So this is the guy that we've been linked to, and I have not heard of this guy, but I will get his picture up so you guys can see what he looks like. This is who we're after, right? This is who we're after, and the sources are saying that we have been linked to. We have identified Mirth that plays for the Italian club Sassuolo as a possible replacement for Hector Bellerin. He is leaving the Emirates this summer, Hector Bellerin. So this could be the possible replacement for Hector Bellerin. So Sassuolo are one of those Italian clubs that have a lot of young talent. similar to this gentleman. They also have another guy, if you guys haven't heard about him, who plays for Italy.
Yeah, Juventus, the one who was Turkish and he used to play for Sassuolo, Meri Demirel, yeah.
Yeah, so Meri Dembele is currently one of the targets from Arsenal. I'm not sure how likely this deal is to happen. It seems like it came out of the blue. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of him, but I don't know what he plays like. I don't know his playing style. I'm just not sure about this signing. I need to do more research about the individual before I can get back to you guys and give you guys a fair analysis of what I think about him. But as of right now, just letting you guys know, we're linked to this Turkish descent Italian playing in the Serie A. I don't know how good he is, how good of a right back he is. We can find out a little bit about him right now by looking up a scouting report. So, what does anybody here know anything about him in regards to his?
Egal, I think maybe when you get Aslan, maybe ask him because maybe he can give us, he's Turkish,
There you go. Aslan's probably the guy to ask in this situation, but I'm going to go look up what it says. He's 22 years old, right? He's Turkish descent. He played in the Euros. He played 2 games in the Euros, right? This season in the Serie A, he played 28 games. He did not get involved. He did not get involved in the goals or the assists. That's not his strength to his game. His strength to his game is probably defending. Let me see what his weaknesses and strengths are on here for scouting reports. What does it say? 1 second. I'm surprised that we were linked to a player who's not really going forward and linking up in the attacking third. That's surprising. So he's played 20 games as a right back. He's played 11 games as a sub, 1 game as a left back, 1 game as a left attacking, 1 game as a left wing back. He has 0 goals, 0 assists this season in all his games. He's a good tackler, good ball interceptor, and his attacking outlet is actually weak. The weakest part of his game is crossing. Why would we sign another player who cannot cross? It makes no sense. So this is the guy who we're linked to. I don't think it's going to happen. I think
Egal, a right back that cannot cross the ball for me. We don't want, man.
Yeah, we don't want him. So Ozzy, what do you guys think?
Yeah, basically, I think hopefully this is just a random link and it's not genuine. I don't think, as you said, we need the right back that can cross. We need the right back is not like Bellerin. We need the right back that is more like Tierney, an all-action guy. And I think, honestly, the best player I've seen at right back for Arsenal is Baku from Wolfsburg. I would love to see him at the club, and I think we need to buy him. I think Arteta wants an inverted winger that plays in the midfield. And honestly, my personal opinion about that, I think that's a bad idea because I don't think it. Either you can have a right back that's not good enough at right back, or you can have a midfielder that's not good enough at midfield. I think we should just get a right back that's good at his job, like Tierney on both sides, where now we can have a balanced attack on both sides of the pitch. We need to focus on balance. Our team is so unbalanced on the right and the left hand side. We need to make balance on the entire flanks. We need to sort out the left side, my personal opinion too, on the left side of the wing to get someone like Owar or someone like that to play in those holes. Like, I don't think Tinge can do it. Pepe is not the greatest at that. He's a goal scorer. We need to sort this thing out, and I'll be happy with Baku, not this guy. We need a guy that can cross all action.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna move this on. No one else probably wants to add on to this, but what we're gonna look at next is there's so many different people that we need to talk about today. So many different things that we need to talk about today. But I'm just gonna mention Granit Xhaka. And what I'm about to tell you might blow you away. After Granit Xhaka's performance after Granit Xhaka's recent performance for Switzerland, he has now opened his people have started to open their eyes and look at him differently. We now currently have PSG, Juventus, and Roma all after Granit Xhaka. This is absolutely amazing for us. We can now possibly get a larger fee for Granit Xhaka. We have 3 clubs that are well known in world football after Granit Xhaka. After last time Granit Xhaka was linked away from the club, it was to Hertha Berlin. So Just goes to show you what a couple good performances in the Euros can do. PSG and Pochettino are interested in bringing him to France. Not only Juventus are interested in bringing him to Serie A, and Jose Mourinho almost had a £17 million deal done with Arsenal. But guess what? After his performance against France, Arsenal and Rome are further away than ever. And it could possibly be that we could get more than 40 million plus for, call me crazy, but we could possibly ask for 40 million.
So, Egal, just one thing. Did you not read the Chris Whitley tweet from yesterday where he said Roma are still confident of signing Granit Xhaka despite the rumours interest of Juventus? Xhaka has agreed personal terms with Roma, but they are offering 15 million basically, and Roma said they're very confident on signing. So I'm not sure if these rumors are genuine. I have not heard, and I have heard about the interest, but I haven't heard of any bids or anything like that. So my personal belief is that Granit Xhaka will probably be a Roma player once the Euros are over. Maybe we can get 20 million, except for the 15 million, extra 5 million. And honestly, I would take 20 million for Granit Xhaka at this point.
Okay. The thing is, PSG and Juventus want Granit Xhaka. So if PSG and Juventus want Granit Xhaka, I'm sorry to Roma, but they're going to have to pay more money than 20 million. What do you guys think? Gunnar Express and Aslan have joined us. How you guys doing?
Yeah, good, bro. How's everyone on the panel, man? Big up, everyone.
Everyone's blessed, man. I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about Granit Xhaka to PSG or Roma? Do you believe it?
I don't believe that PSG need him, but maybe Juventus, because from reports, they're planning a clear out. So I mean, the links to Juve could be there could be some legs to that, but at the end of the day, if any other club comes in and creates a bidding war for Xhaka, and we can squeeze out a few extra mil, I'll take that. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, what Sahal just said earlier, where it was only Roma up until recently, I felt that 20 mil was an acceptable offer or an acceptable fee, because look, he hasn't been great for us for the 5 years he's been here. Yes, last season was one of his best, but I still can't forget about the previous 4 of his 5 years. So 20 mil, 25 mil, I'd accept it and move on.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask you about the right back who plays for Sassuolo.
Swallow, Mert Mulder.
Yeah.
Or
So what do you think about it?
pronounce it in English, it's Mert Mulder, yeah.
What do you think about it?
Bro, I'll be honest with you, I don't know too much about him. But all I know is he plays for Sassuolo, where another Turkish centre-back plays Kaan Ayhan. And then obviously, the guy that we've been linked to, Locatelli. I mean, he's a tall right back, and he's a versatile player. Again, what us Arsenal fans love to hear. He's a versatile player. He can play right mid, right back, all across the defence. He's quite skillful. But I think he's not as proven as I would like personally. I think that Zeki Çelik is ahead of him in terms of ability. So, I'm not really feeling it, to be honest.
Okay. Gunnar Express, how you doing?
I'm doing good, bro.
I want to ask you, Granit Xhaka, if Juventus and PSG are in for him, how much are you selling him for?
I don't think either are in for him. I think it's agent talk. They've seen that he's had a good performance. They want to make Roma hurry up in their deal, so they're going to link him to Juventus, who are obviously the biggest team in Italy, in a way of basically making Roma move quickly. So I don't think any of that's true. He's not a Massimiliano Allegri type player, so I don't know why Look, I get why they're linking him again because it's agent talk, but again, there's no logic behind it. Allegri wouldn't ever use a player like Xhaka, just ever. It's not his style of footballer. So unless he's magically, changing his whole style of football, which no manager ever does, it's not true. And PSG similar. They don't need him. They've got enough DMs. They want Camavinga as well. So I don't see that one. I think I'd definitely sell him for, as I said before, any sort of money. That one game doesn't fool me. He was good against a team like France who were very, very open. They gave him a lot of space and time, which is not what he'll get in Liga or the Premier League. So if he's a smart player, which I think he is a smart guy, he'll go to Serie A, he'll go to Roma, and he'll succeed and probably get in the team of the season. But yeah, I don't really care. 18 mil, 17 mil, whatever they're paying, basically. He's just a player we need to get rid of.
Okay, so ML2 says, panel, what's your thoughts on Julian Brandt? Also, Sean, big up Sean says, Granit Express, I hope you're doing well. Who else is there?
Yeah, big up Sean, man.
Just alone. Why are you guys making fun of the Liverpool fan? Leave him alone, guys. But yo, also while you're at it, do me a favor, guys. Anyone who's from the Arsenal Reddit groups that we're in, go share the link with the people. Let them know we're live right now. But yeah, continue. So enough about Granit Xhaka now. Moving on from Granit Xhaka. What is number 2 on the docket? Actually, number 3 on the docket. Let's talk about Lokonga because we haven't talked too in depth about Lokonga. What do you guys think about Lokonga? How well does everyone know Lokonga? I've already spoken to Muhdin and Ozzy to a certain degree, and also Sahal because he's made his opinions very clear. He's not going to get excited until we sign a big player, which I agree with you because you're right, Sahal. No one should get carried away and excited about 2 players who are fringe players. We should be excited about Bissouma's, but Lokonga to Arsenal is pretty much done, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. Everybody here has already said how they feel. I want to ask you, Azan, how do you feel?
Yeah, I welcome the signing, man. I mean, again, I've been banging on about attitude, character, mindset. This lad has got leadership qualities. He's currently managed by Vincent Company. And yeah, his ability and skill set as well. I can see him being a bright player for us in the future. For now, I understand that he's going to come in as squad depth, which I'm fine with. Yeah, so I welcome the signing, man.
Enough said. Gunnar Express, what about yourself?
Well, yeah, like I said previously, he's a good player. It'll be a good backup for Partey and a good understudy type player. But one thing that I do worry about with Arteta is the whole Guendouzi thing, in a sense that Guendouzi's had these little outbursts of attitude issues that everybody says. Again, I don't think it's that, but anyway, Lokonga's very similar. He has these moments where he'll have a little bit of a, like a youthful type Paddy, essentially, where he'll be upset, obviously that they might lose or something. He'll get a bit angry, I guess you could say, and he'll lash out. And I don't think Arteta's able to deal with a player like that. So I don't really get why he's buying Lokonga, since that he's already failed with Guendouzi. So I don't know, it's a weird one. Obviously they're going to have to try and keep his attitude in check, but we'll obviously have to see how that goes. But I agree with Sahal in a sense that it's a good signing, but it doesn't excite me at all. It doesn't prove to me that we are doing anything different. It doesn't prove to me that we as a club are moving forward. It just says that we've signed a player that isn't even a starter. So when we start signing some players that are going to get in that first team, that's when I'll begin to get a little bit more excited.
Okay, so your exact words are you're not excited, but what is this thing about attitude? What are you guys talking about? Because from last time I checked, he's a professional. He is the captain of his team, one of the youngest ever captains at Anderlecht, and we know how good Belgian players are technically. And he's coming from Belgium. Another player coming from Belgium, moving to the Premier League from Anderlecht, who could possibly become a star. I'm not saying get excited. I'm not saying go crazy. None of that. But this attitude thing, you're the first person to ever say that to me. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, look, from what I've seen from reading reports from Belgian scouts of the teams that are in that league, and what they've been saying is that he has moments of what they call like fiery, youthful outbursts, where yes, he's a captain, but he'll get angry. He'll, I don't know, put in a really dangerous tackle for no reason because of frustration, and maybe get sent off, or get a stupid booking, or he'll argue with the referee. These things that just don't go well in the Premier League. The Premier League referees do not like players that argue back. They do not like players that get in their way. So I just worry that in the Premier League, if this is true, I don't know if it's true or not. It could be completely wrong. But if it is true, then I worry that needs coaching out of him. Like that's something that can be coached out of a player. But what I worry then is Arteta failed to do that with Guendouzi. In fact, he didn't even give Guendouzi a chance to be coached out of that. So what I worry about is, will he even give Lokonga a chance if Lokonga does something like that? And that's what I worry about with Arteta, is that, again, he has not proved that he can deal with conflict and deal with a player like that who has a bit of attitude issues. Because, look, he's coming from being a captain to being a bench player. People need to remember this. He's going to accept that, but he's going from being the main guy to one of the just bench players that no one really talks about a lot. So that as a player is a massive, massive move, and he's going to have to try and cope with that. And again, it's all about coaching. And there's nothing I've seen from Arteta that says to me
that has nothing
that
to
he
do
can
with
do it yet.
Listen, Matteo Guendouzi's main issue was off the field, he was a prick. That's his biggest
This
issue.
is the thing. Lokonga could be very similar. That's the main thing that Guendouzi was told off for was talking to Maupai about wages.
No, the main thing he was called off for was because he refused to apologize to Socrates.
I mean, look, that's fine. And again, I don't know whether it's true or not, but all I'm saying is Lokonga has been compared to Guendouzi in his fiery youthness. That's what it's been listed as, fiery youthness. I've just looked it up now. And that he might struggle with adapting from being the main player and the captain to being a bench player that no one talks about. That might be struggling. Like he will find that difficult. So all I'm saying is, I'm not saying it's a bad signing because of that. What I'm saying is now it's time for Arteta to prove that he can deal with fiery youth players. And if he can't, that's not good, because so many youth players that are some of the best players in the world were fiery when they were younger. Messi was very similar. He had a very fiery attitude at a young age. And now he's one of the best players in the world. And if Arteta can't deal with a player like that, then I worry for youth development.
I think for me, I think Guendouzi his behavior was not good. Everyone can see it. The way. I think they are different. I think Lokonga will be good. I think for me,
guys. Personally, we'll talk about Matteo Guendouzi when something happens with his situation. Nothing's changed with the situation. We're going to have so much time to talk about Guendouzi. Guna Express, you made it very clear numerous times how you feel about that situation. You don't want it to change. You want him to stay at Arsenal. But of course, we're not in charge of what's going on at the club. We just literally just talk about it as fans. So we can't predict what's going to happen. But one thing we can speak about is when we see ridiculous things. So I'm going to bring it up because I didn't do a video the other day, and I want to hear everybody's take on it. First, I'm going to just tell you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm going to put two players on the screen, and right away, you're going to know what I'm talking about. So supposedly, Juventus want to get rid of Aaron Ramsey, and they want to bring in a striker. They're looking at Berge as a possible make-weight to give Arsenal a chance to get back Aaron Ramsey on a free. So they would basically want Aaron Ramsey, swap deal for Berge. Juventus want Berge. Arsenal want Aaron Ramsey, apparently. I don't believe this. To me, I feel like this is fake news. I feel like this swap deal was made out of thin air. I don't know how these sources came together, but I need to ask, what the hell is going on? Where do these things come from? Where do they make these stories up? Like, I genuinely don't believe that someone just sat down in their backyard and said, "Oh, you know what we should do? We should link Aaron Ramsey and swap deal for thing." I think that makes sense because they need a striker. No, realistically, what happened was they seen that Arsenal have a wonder kid in Berge, and they're like, "Yo, let's try to find a way to prize him away from Arsenal." And the sources come from Italy. So if you want to know who the original source of this article is, I'll give it to you guys right now. It is, how do you pronounce their name? One second. I think it's Calamat.
Calcia Mercato.
Calcia Mercato. That's who they are. So they said Arsenal would do Juventus want to do a swap deal for Berge for Aaron Ramsey. I'm going to throw it to everybody in the chat. This is absolutely ridiculous. Maybe on loan, someone says. No, not on loan. They want a swap deal. But yeah, I'm going to throw it to you first. Ozzy, ridiculous, right?
Yeah, this is nonsense, man. I don't believe it for a second. No, look, no offense. Regardless, yeah, no offense to Ramsey, but I don't want him back. Yeah, this is. I'm not gonna comment too much on this. I'm just gonna say it's completely nonsense. That's it.
Yeah. So the report is Balogun is reportedly wanted by Juventus in transfer involving Aaron Ramsey. Does not mean Arsenal want Aaron Ramsey back. But yeah, people in the chat, let me know. Gunnar Express, bullshit, right?
Yeah, I'm not even believing that for a second. The guy just signed a new contract, so if they really think that Arsenal fans are that stupid,
Yeah.
then I mean, it's what it is.
I don't know about. I don't want Aaron Ramsey. At the end of the day, I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he fits what we need. I mean, I would love to have him, but I just think his injuries got the best of him, and we just move on. I mean, he always
fake
be
news, everyone's saying.
club hero. He'd be club hero forever, but he just he can stay in Italy. He has a big contract. I mean, the son of Italy. I mean, I wouldn't hate staying in Italy if I was him.
Okay, so everyone's saying it's fake news.
Wait, Gunnar X, did you just say that he signed a new long-term contract, Ramsey?
No, Balogun.
Oh, right. Again, I don't believe it whatsoever. It's for me, it's fake news. Like, if anything, it's just Italian journalists trying to stir up and trying to get the Arsenal fan base all in their feelings, you know. Me personally, we shouldn't entertain it. We shouldn't think too much of it. Look, let's not be sentiment. Let's just move on. Like, he was moved on for a reason. Let's concentrate on identifying other players. Ramsey's not the one for me. So
next, Ruben Neves stories have come back. Okay, but this time the Ruben Neves stories have taken a turn for the worst. Apparently, Arsenal are going to get their deal hijacked by Manchester United once again using those keywords. And once again, the story came from the Express, not Gunnar Express, but the Express. They have said that reportedly Manchester United are in talks to sign Arsenal target Ruben Neves after identifying the Wolves midfielder as a potential target this summer, according to reports via the Express. So they're saying that Ruben Neves could join Manchester United instead of joining Arsenal. What are we saying, guys?
For me, Egal, if we don't sign this transfer, if we don't sign Bissouma or Neves, for me, Arsenal, it will be same old, bro. Again, it will be same position, same old Arsenal. We have to get Bissouma or Neves for me. I rate this guy for me. Neves.
Yeah. Did I say Ruben Diaz by accident or
maybe? I think maybe you did. But Egal, honestly, I'm praying this story is true. I'm praying this is. Hopefully, Man United buy him. So our idiots guys running this club just fall accidentally on Bissouma. This guy needs to leave. This guy needs to be sold. This guy needs to go to United, go to Tottenham, go to any team he likes. Yeah, just don't come to Arsenal. I beg of you. We got Bissouma, and these idiots here. These idiots. I'm scared they're gonna buy Ruben Neves. Sorry, I'm scared. Bissouma is right there. If we flop on Bissouma, I'm gonna be pissed because this guy's perfect for Arsenal, and we're gonna buy a Granit Xhaka, basically 2.0. We're buying a Granit Xhaka 2.0. He's not better than Granit. He's a bit better than Granit Xhaka. That's about it. I want Bissouma. This guy will change our midfield. We want Bissouma. We do not want Ruben Diaz. Why did I say Diaz, man? Ruben Neves. I'm telling you, Bissouma is the one. And inshallah, We fall by accident on Bissouma, and this guy leaves us. Ruben Neves, please go to United.
Okay, Ozzy.
I could potentially see this happening. Him going to United. He's the type of player that they kind of go for, to be honest. If he does go, I'm not fussed. I don't see him as a player like he has that wow factor or shit. We would have missed out on something. Yeah. So if it does end up happening, it's not gonna bother me.
Wow. Everyone's kind of like, they don't care about Ruben Neves. No, I remember when we linked to Ruben Neves, you guys were saying Premier League proven. Sounds like a good signing.
Egal, the thing is, for me, Bissouma will be number one. But if we don't get Bissouma, for me, I'll of course I will take Neves, because I don't know people. Maybe they are saying because he plays for Wolves. Because so for me, I rate him. I used to watch him since he used to play for Porto, and since Santiago Zola left, we haven't seen a player who dictates the ball, controls. I think he will be perfect for us, bro, and we should go for him.
Okay. Next, who hasn't spoken on this? Aslan, what are you saying?
Yeah, with Neves, look, I'm not gonna lie. I like him as a player. But yeah, if I had a choice out of him and Bissouma, I'll definitely go for Bissouma.
Okay.
But yeah, I just feel that at the moment this is probably an agent move from him, from his camp, and I don't really think we're actually really in for him, because if we were, surely we would have made an official bid by now, right?
That's true.
So
100%.
So yeah. So for those reasons, like, look, I'm not really reading too much into it. I don't think the story really has any legs. So
okay, fair, safe, no problem, guys. I get it. But now we're gonna move on swiftly to another midfielder, another Premier League proven midfielder that is not Bissouma. Once again, that we've been linked to again. And guess what? He costs around the same amount, or maybe even more. Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous that we could actually do this. Arsenal could end up going to Sheffield United and forking up a near £30 million for Sander Berge. Do you guys think that would ever happen? Gunner
No.
Express?
Go on.
Gunner Express.
No.
You just no. Just no.
No, it ain't happening, bro.
You're not entertaining.
Ain't happening.
Why?
Nope. Because the guy's not good enough for even £15 million, never mind 35. He's just an average player. Sheffield United are a dead little team who have no sort of power in terms of asking how much money they are. They've just got relegated. How dare they ask for 35 million for a player like Sander Berge? So, if he wants to leave because he doesn't feel like he's a championship player, he needs to put pressure on. Tell them, I'm not leaving 35 million. You've got to reduce that price tag. And obviously, he doesn't care enough to do that. So, screw him. He can stay in the championship where he belongs, and we can go and get Bissouma instead. So,
wow, you guys are harsh. Okay, does everyone agree that he's a bang average player?
Yo, average. Go on.
No. I just want to know. Everyone here thinks he's average.
Yeah.
Okay, is average sometimes? When you say average, do you mean just like he does the basics, or do you mean he's not of the level to play for Arsenal?
Both.
Okay, so he's average. He's an average footballer, but he's not of the level to play for Arsenal. None of you guys think he's of the level to play for Arsenal.
For me, yes, I will say that one. Yeah, of course.
Okay, I personally feel like Sander Berge is not. He would be the Lokonga signing of this summer. He wouldn't be the main guy, if you get what I'm saying. So Lokonga, since we got Lokonga, we don't need Sander Berge now. I don't know how big stature-wise Lokonga is, but when it comes to a signing, that is going to come in, that's going to be an understudy or going to be a backup. That's what I think Sander Berge was supposed to be. And now that we've got Lokonga, I don't think there's a point of even talking about it that way. Yo, Aslan, are you eating?
No.
I don't know. Sometimes your mic goes quiet. What do you think about Sander Berge? Do you think he's done? That deal's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't feel he's one of our targets in identifying the midfielder, man. Like, yeah, look, that fee there is ridiculous. I'm not saying he doesn't have qualities, but like, yeah, for Arsenal, for me, like, it's just definitely not option 1, option 2, or option 3. Like, this is like literally, if none of our targets were available, he would probably be the last resort for me. And yeah, like at that price, if Sheffield United are adamant they don't want nothing less, I would kindly say do one, you know. So yeah, not for me.
All right, enough said about this, because clearly we don't give a shit about Sander Berge, so he can forget. We can forget about Sander Berge for the rest of the time. He's a good physical player, says my guy here, and he's only physical, not enough else. Loan with an option to buy. Someone says Astaghfirullah. I don't know why. He's just saying that. Astaghfirullah. Bergs.
What the heck is that, man? What do you mean?
Below average. Okay. Below average. So now let's move on to the next thing. I know we've been talking a lot about Grealish, guys. We've been talking a lot about Grealish. A lot. We've had numerous videos talking about Grealish going to Arsenal, talking about Grealish possibly going to City. But you know what? It looks, first things first, I'm just going to show you guys this. It looks like Grealish and Kane could end up at Man City. It looks like these two guys could both end up at Manchester City. So if they both end up at Manchester City, forget about Grealish, right? Harry Kane and Grealish going to City just cements the Man City team for the next coming years, and we're not going to get Grealish if Man City are in for him, right? But it gets worse. Not only are Man City in for him, guess who else is in for him?
Pasha.
Have you guys heard?
Nope. Which team is that?
The small team called Chelsea Football Club.
Chelsea. I think they won't get him. I think City will get him for me.
That's why the picture's small, because it's Chelsea. But yeah, so it looks like Chelsea and Man City are now in a 2-horse race to get Grealish, where Arsenal have to change their direction and turn to a different face. So what are we going to do? Today, we have been linked to another attacking midfielder after the Odegaard situation has completely changed, and Odegaard is no longer an option, which is great because I don't want him, right? After Buendia was sold to Aston Villa, after Maddison's price was priced at £80 million yesterday, and it doesn't seem like the club is going to buy him. We have turned our attention today to £15 million Sabitzer. Now, I am all over this deal. I absolutely love this deal. But someone I know on Twitter was talking to me and saying, questioning Sabitzer's consistency. So here's where I go to Gunnar Express as the guy who watches the Bundesliga a lot. Will we have to worry about Sabitzer coming into our team and missing for a couple games?
Well, I mean, to the person who said that, I mean, look, a lot of players can be inconsistent. Even the best players can be. And Maddison's a perfect example. That guy goes missing for at least, I'd say, 5 to 10 games a season, where he just does absolutely nothing. So, yeah, I don't think inconsistency is something to be, looking at and thinking that's a scary thing. The whole point is we buy Sabitzer as the main, or if we were to buy him, to buy Sabitzer as the main centre attacker midfielder. And when he does have those off days, you just put Smith Rowe there. So for me, it wouldn't worry me. Obviously, if he's inconsistent for like 20, 30 games, then yeah, I agree, don't buy him. But he's not. The guy's quality, you look at his numbers and you think, yeah, but he doesn't get many assists and goals. We don't need assists and goals. We need chances created. Because we can get goals from our wingers, from our strikers. Sabitzer still does pop up and score every now and then. So for me, he's good enough to take over in the centre attacking midfield role from Smith Rowe. Drop Smith Rowe to the bench or play him left wing, which is again where I think Arteta's going to play him. And whenever Sabitzer is a little bit inconsistent or has a drop off of form, just put Smith Rowe in there, or even bring up someone from the academy, like Keto Taylor Hart or one of these younger players, and give them a chance to show consistency. But look, if it was £50 million, I'd probably say no. But for 15 million or whatever they're saying he's valued at, it's an absolute bargain. We've just seen Andre Silva go to Leipzig for 25 million euros.
I was just going to mention that next.
Euros, bro. That's 20 million pounds. That's an absolute steal, and a bargain. And I mean, look, Leipzig have already just bought one of our targets for a cheap price. Let's go buy one of their best players.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so the story is, guys, that Arsenal want Sabitzer. The story is Arsenal want Sabitzer, and Sabitzer is available for such a small price. He's available for only 17 million euros now. It's not even 17 million pounds. It's 17 million euros. And Arsenal wants Sabitzer, right? Arsenal wants Sabitzer. They've known for a while that Sabitzer is available. He's only available for 50 million pounds. Arsenal wants Sabitzer.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal wants Sabitzer. The thing is, can we get him? I feel like we can.
Of course.
Will we do it? It's going to take a while. I feel like this is going to be one of those deals at the end of the window, because right now we know Leipzig are not in a negotiation. They don't have the power to negotiate right now, because the player's contract is running down and it's almost a year left. It is a year left. So everyone would take him. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, do you think it would actually go through? Do you think it's going to happen? Muhdin, you want to speak? What were you going to say?
Yeah, for me, but basically, what I wanted to say, I think Gun Express said perfectly. He said that, consistency. He's sometimes some games, maybe 4 games, 5 games, he doesn't perform well. But for me, I used to watch him before Egal when he was at the age of 24, 25. Now he's at that age. He's 27, I think. Also, he can score, he can shoot, screamer, shoot, also assist. He's good. For me, 17 million or 15. He's 17 million or 15 million, bro. You see,
15 million pounds.
Yeah, 15 million. Yeah, for me, it's a steal. For me, it's a steal. Yeah, so I will be very happy if we get him. Yeah, I'll be very happy.
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, Sabitzer, attacking midfielder, plays for RB Leipzig. Last season, I think he had 9 goals, 9 assists in the Bundesliga. Am I wrong? When it comes down to it, if we're getting an attacking midfielder, he's going to be experienced. He's going to be the age of 27, I think. Am I wrong?
He's 21, he's 21.
27 years old, right? Overall player, he's a captain, he's a leader. He walks into our team, he gives us everything that we need, and he even hinted at a possible move to the Premier League in his interview recently. I think in an interview recently in the Euros, he hinted that he would love to play in the Premier League one day. He said, "But I have played in England a couple times with the national team. The atmosphere inspires me. The way the fans cheer and understand and show their love for football, tackle, sometimes cheers, and it's like a diagonal ball. I love that. I like watching the Premier League. I can imagine playing there. It would be fun." And he's just declaring his interest and love to join the Premier League. And I just find that so refreshing. And I feel like if he came in, he would offer us something we don't have. He would offer us a player who walks into our midfield. He's a leader. He takes the ball, takes the game by the scruff of the neck at times. I get it that sometimes he's going to be on his off day, but it will remind me of Aaron Ramsey. I think that's the closest thing that we've had to him. Don't you agree, Gunnar Express? Like he's similar, goal scorer, late arrival to the box, scores those goals, gets assists. He's more of he gets more statistics than he does. It's not an eye test player. He's just a goal scorer, like straight outputs.
One thing I keep saying to people, I don't know why we need to replace Ramsey. That guy was still never good enough for Arsenal either. Yeah, he was decent, but he's just not. He's not a player that would get in the team now, if you ask me. So I don't look at replacing Ramsey more than I do looking at replacing Santi or, replacing one of our better, more legendary, I guess you could say, midfielders. And Santi's the one that needs replacing more than Ramsey. And we still haven't really found a replacement for Santi, but I think Partey will be that. But when you look at Sabitzer, his output isn't the greatest. Again, when you look at just the numbers in terms of, how many goals, how many assists does he have? But when you look at his creation numbers and the fact that he is the captain of Leipzig and the fact that he's a free roam player, he'll play on the wings, he'll play in the middle, he'll rotate around those three areas to pick up the ball and to create those chances. And for me, that's what we need. We need someone who, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want him roaming at Arsenal. I want him in that position that we play him in. But as an 8, he'd be all right. I'd still say he's more of a 10.
Yeah, he's 10.
But I mean, look, he's 15 million pounds. Go buy him and go and buy Maddison as well. Like, why not? He's 15 million pounds. That's cheaper than Lokonga. Like, even if it means not getting Lokonga, don't get him and go and get Sabitzer instead, and go and get Maddison alongside him. Like, it's 15 million. If we can't find 15 million pounds somewhere, what are we doing? That's Nketiah. That's Maitland-Niles. That's half of what Willock's price is. So honestly, man, just if Arsenal had any sense, they'd just sell one of those free players that they're going to sell anyway. Use that money towards Sabitzer, and even if it means not playing him every game, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. If you don't want to come, you don't want to come. That's it. But you might as well offer it. Like, look at Samari, £25 million to Leicester. Sell isn't even confirmed yet, so I still think Arsenal could actually steal that deal if we went for it, but I don't think we will. And again, we're letting these players leave to other clubs that are rivals for so cheap. Leipzig, £20 million for Andre Silva, 25 million for Samari. Absolute steals. Samari, for me, within 2 seasons, will be worth 8 million quid. Leicester will make so much money from that kid. So, I mean, look, Arsenal, we've always done
Which
this.
team was he playing, Samari, bro?
Just one second. Let me just say one thing. People, which team does Tavares play for? Is that what you asked? He plays for
Somare. The guy.
Somare plays for RB Salzburg in Austria. Now, guys.
Samari plays for Lille.
Guys watching from the Gunnar Express, not from Gunnar Express. Guys watching from Arsenal Inside Out Facebook group. Thank you for joining us. If you can do me a favor, click the link in the video under the video to join us on YouTube, and you can subscribe to the channel. That would be really great. Also, now. Transfer for Ben White reacted. What? How is the transfer of Ben White reacted? What reached? Oh no, it's not changed yet. Nothing's changed yet with Ben White. We're still waiting. That's pending. Do you guys want to talk about Ben White? I feel like we've spoken about him so much.
No, I don't want to talk about the guy.
Let's go back to Sabitzer. So I've had Aslan's take on this a lot of times, but for the people who haven't heard it, do you want to give them the cliff notes?
Yeah, look, with the Sabitzer thing, I feel he's at a perfect age. His skill sets and ability speaks for itself. He's also a captain. Again, this is what I've been banging on about. We need people with the correct mindset, attitude, and character. And to add to that, if he has leadership qualities, I will definitely welcome that because that's what's missing within our squad or within our first team. The more leaders we have, the more fighters and warriors we have, is in the long term it will benefit us. And look, signing this guy again, being the right age, we need to think about the right and now. So what I mean by that is he will come in and hit the ground running, and for the next 3 years he will be vital within our first team. We can't be relying on teenagers and then think, and hope for the best. Well, in 5 years' time, he's going to be world class. We need players with at the right age who are literally in touching distance of their prime years to come and make a big impact for the team and the club. And look, just finally, just to quote a famous line out of amazing film, right? Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. It's a deal, it's a steal, it's the sale of the flipping century. Go get it done, Arsenal.
The sale of the freaking century. Wow.
What's that, Egal?
Realist.
One
Yo.
second. Jar in the comments, bro. I know you're a Chelsea fan. Can you tell me the last time that Chelsea beat Arsenal, please? Thank you. Sorry,
Thank
really,
you.
bro.
Thank you. What about you, realist?
Yeah,
Sabitzer?
I echo everything Aslan said. I think we should take him. That midfield is something that we need to sort out now. I don't think we can wait through. And Savage says more or less the perfect sign that we need. He's everything that our midfield lacks. So personally, I'd go game and for 15 million, that's a steal, to be honest.
Okay. Anyone else have anything to say about this deal before we move on?
Just one thing. My personal belief that Sabitzer, I would love him at Arsenal. Don't get me wrong, I would love him, but I would rather focus on young, talented players to increase our core of players that are all young. We need players that are around the same age. And Sabitzer, unfortunately, he doesn't fit the age for me personally. I would love him at Arsenal, but I think he would be an added addition, not a priority. I believe he would be an added addition. Maybe he can play off the left. Is he right-footed, by the way? Maybe he's right-footed.
Right-footed,
Yeah.
So maybe he can play on the left because Arteta wants someone right-footed to play on the left wing. Because we play with inside forwards. Maybe he can play one of those inside forward roles. But for me personally, I would not buy Sabitzer. The only way I would buy him if we get those other targets in, like Bissouma, maybe someone else in the midfield. He would be one of the last kind of people I'd buy because of the age.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay.
I would love him, but
Sorry
Go on.
to cut you. Realist, you had your take on this, right? Ozzy,
Yeah.
have you?
Yeah, I have.
Ozzy?
Yeah, I mean, for the price, you can't argue for that price. 15 million for that type of midfielder. Yeah, just go for it. Regardless if he's going to become a squad player, be like more regularly used. I mean, everyone can see the guy's quality, what he brings to the team and stuff. I'm not saying he's, world class or he's going to come and start, doing crazy numbers. But he would definitely be a welcome addition to the squad. And for that price, why not?
Okay. So now we're about to play a game, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for fake news, real news. But before we do fake news, real news, I need to ask you guys a question. People on Arsenal Inside Out Facebook group, I'm about to end this video on there. You guys come join us on YouTube. The link is in the description. Now, fake news, real news. I'm going to throw up an article. I'm going to read the article. I'm going to tell you the story, and you guys have 10 seconds to give me your answer if you think it's fake news or real news in the chat. People here, I'm going to throw it to you guys. You also tell me your takes and your thoughts on the deal. So first thing, I'm going to give you guys the first story of the day. The first story of the day, fake news, real news, is Jonathan Tah. So we were linked to the Bayern Leverkusen center back in a possible deal to buy him in this summer transfer window. I personally think that this is a ploy to possibly get more money or get some sort of deal done or something like that. I don't generally think this is a real story. I feel like it's fake news, but hey, this is the story. The story is Jonathan Tah is linked to Arsenal to a possible transfer move this morning. I've seen the report from Blind in Germany. So that's the story. Now, I'm going to throw it to you guys in the chat. I'm going to throw it to everybody here. What do you guys think? Muhdin, fake news or real news?
Yo, bro, for me, I don't believe it. To be honest, it's fake, but Jonathan Tah for me is not a bad shot, yeah.
Okay, I'll stop you right there. Ozzy, fake news or real news?
Fake.
Fake? Okay. Sahal, fake news or real news?
You know what? I pray this is a real news because at least you'd be cheaper than Ben White. So I'm wishing this is actual real news.
Okay, Gunnar Express.
I'm hoping it's fake. The guy's not good enough. He gets carried by taps over every game. So if he comes to Arsenal, we might as well ask for relegation. He's not good enough.
Okay.
But fake news.
Aslan?
I don't think it's true.
Same thing. Fake news.
Yeah, fake news because like we've been linked with him for the past 3 summer windows. We didn't pursue it, so yeah, for me it's fake news.
Fake news. Okay.
One second. Spurs have signed
Really?
Nuno Espirito Santo as their new manager.
We already knew that was happening. We already knew.
VTech.
So we all
VTech.
know Ruben,
It's been confirmed.
So-
It's been confirmed
so
by
we all
Spurs.
know where Ruben Neves is going this summer now.
It's just been
Oh,
confirmed by
God.
Spurs themselves.
Bissouma's coming, boys.
Yeah, he's going to the
Alhamdulillah.
Championship because they're getting
Wallah.
relegated with Nuno.
Bissouma.
Bro. He's a B-Tech Jose Mourinho. They're getting relegated.
Yo, Rilis,
Spurs are in the
Rilis,
mud, in the mud.
Rilis.
Yo.
Do you want to talk
Hopefully,
about this deal, or I'll let you go first on the next one? How about this? Okay.
What's the next
So
one?
The next story is Arsenal are linked to Bolatti.
Yeah, for God's sake.
Oh,
Arsenal are looking for a striker.
man.
Let me land. Arsenal are looking for a striker, and supposedly an Italian striker who plays for Torino has been linked to Arsenal now the second time in the second summer, consecutively. He was linked to us, if you remember, a couple summers back when we were buying Lacazette, and now he's been linked to us again. He's had a horrid tournament in the Euros, could not perform well at all, but he's being linked to Arsenal for a cut price deal. There's supposedly 4 clubs in for him, and one of them is Arsenal. These reports are out of Italy. It doesn't even say which reporter reported it. It just says out of Italy. So there you go. That's how reliable the source is. It doesn't even have a name. So I want to ask you guys, fake or real? Realist, you go first.
Hopefully he's fake. I didn't rate him as a player. I don't watch Serie A that much, but he's not a good striker. His off the ball abilities are good, but he's not a striker that we need, so I wouldn't take him. And I played because it's fake news.
Aslan.
Bro, the sauce is Tesco value mayonnaise, bro. It's tasteless. Do you know what I mean? So look, this guy, he's in his mid to late 20s. Last season, I'm told that he had a really bad season. If he was that good, why hasn't he moved to a bigger Italian club? Yeah, so for me, it's just fake news, man.
Okay. Guna Express.
Yeah, fake. He's not good enough.
The Hall, fake.
Yeah, fake.
All right. Ozzy, just hold on. We're going home. Right? It's fake.
No
Yeah.
comment.
All right. Muhtin?
For me, bro, even if it's true, I think he will not left Italy. Belotti will not left Italy for me, but it's fake, yeah.
One person said, unfortunately, it is real.
Yeah. Which Italian sauce is it, bro?
Okay. Next, I'm going to go to Muhdin. Demiral is linked to Arsenal today for another center back being linked to Arsenal. Demiral has been linked to Arsenal on numerous occasions in the past. The Juventus center back is being linked to Arsenal again today to come in as another center back option to bolster our defense. Now, this makes no sense. If we are planning to get Ben White and we already have these positions,
And Egal, what makes
why are we going for him?
what makes me sick is that we there is a lot of positions that we have to solve, like right back. Also, we have to get Bissouma. If we are getting Ben White, why are we again going for Demre? I cannot understand that for me. So for me, no. But Demre is better than Ben White, and of course he will prove our defensive. But for now, for me, we don't need to sign another center back. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, just to go quicker, does anyone think Demiral is actually real news?
I hope it is. I'd rather him than Ben White, but no, I don't think it's real.
So Hall probably echoes your thoughts.
As do I.
Okay, so you hope it is over Ben White, understandably so. You guys are not big fans of the Ben White deal. People in the chat are all saying fake. So everything so far has been fake, right? Now I'm gonna ask you guys a little bit about a different type of story, right? I'm gonna ask you guys about if it's true that we were in for him, I want to ask you guys: do you believe that we're actually in for Andre Silva? Because Andre Silva went to Leipzig for the mere price of 23 million euros. I think that's how little he went for. So, do you believe that we were actually in for him? Were Arsenal Football Club actually in for Frankfurt striker Andre Silva, or do you think it was fake news all along? Because 23 million euros, that's mind-blowing. I'm surprised that he went for such little price. How?
Did he go to Leipzig?
Yeah, Leipzig. It isn't confirmed, but it's like it's unofficially confirmed kind of thing.
It's been
Did he did he literally just have like 1 year left on his Frankfurt contract or something?
No.
They just sold him.
Well, I mean, if they sold him for that price, they must have put in some sort of sell-on percentage clause or something, because that transfer doesn't make sense at all, especially for that price anyway. Like, if anything, like if he does bang like he did for Frankfurt, and he does the same for RB Leipzig next season, and then maybe he may get his big move like to a better league or a bigger team to reignite his career. So maybe like that's the only way I can make any sense of that. So
yeah, my guy says no. Everything's kind of been okay. So everything's been on the fake. Everything's been fake, right? At this point, everything we mentioned, it just goes down as fake, right? There's nothing really coming out of that we don't already know about, right? So let me ask you guys about this. Arsenal have inquired into the services of Tammy Abraham on Sunday. Do you believe this? Do you believe?
I don't want this guy nowhere near Arsenal.
Do you believe that Arsenal
have coming to the ground? Yeah, I am going to be there and I'm gonna fire shots at this guy, bro.
no.
This guy,
you're just gonna cuss him,
bro. No offense to this guy, but he's.
Oh my god! Sincerely, Egal, bro, just bust him, bro. Wallah, he's shit. Wallah.
Bro, you see what Ozzy just said about Tammy Abraham there, yeah? I thought exactly the same about this Nuno Taveres, bro.
Bro, the one thing I would say just about the Andre Silva,
you feel the same way about Tavares.
What Ozzy just said, what he would do to Tammy Abraham if he rocks up at the Emirates in an Arsenal shirt, I will do the same to that Nuno Taveres, bro. That guy deserves.
Already wearing the kit,
bro. He deserves a good open palm slap to the face, returned by a backhand, bro.
Why are you so
Alright, bro, he deserves everything,
let's tag team him, innit?
Yeah, bro.
Alright. Let me stop you guys there. Realist, Tammy Abraham, what are you saying?
Listen, I don't want that lanky nowhere near my club, bro. He's not coming to my club here. If he does come here, just like as the other guy said, yeah, I'm going to the Emirates and I'm firing shots here. He's getting slaps, punches, he's getting elbows in the face. Everything's coming his way, bro.
Okay, you want to know something?
This pineapple head guy, bro.
You want to know something? You know what's considered inquiring? Inquiring is when the club actually speak to a representative of the player. Now, I don't believe that the club went out of their way to go speak to his agent, but I do believe that his agent went out of his way to try to reach out to Arsenal to see if they'd be interested in Tammy Abraham, if there was a way that he would get out of his deal next year on a free or get on a cheaper move. I don't think Arsenal would actually spend money to buy Tammy Abraham when we still have Lacazette and Aubameyang. And even next summer, when we do get rid of Lacazette, I don't think we would replace him with Tammy Abraham. That would be a backward step. It makes no sense. Make it make sense. So,
also, you got one quick thing. Okay?
I'm not saying it's fake, but I'm saying there is.
We have Martinelli, bro.
They're adding spice. If you get what I'm saying,
bro. If we're spending a single pound or a single euro on that dickhead Tavares, bro, nothing will surprise me this summer. Do you understand?
Why are you calling
Listen,
Tavares a dickhead?
Listen, I can't lie, bro. I can't lie, man. You see that 8 million that we're spending on Tavares, yeah? Just send it to Africa, bro. Other people need it more, bro. We should just send it to other people that need it, man. How you gonna give it to a dog shagger, bro? Makes no sense, man. Relax, man.
Bro, the only transfer I want to see that Tavares doing is getting sent to fucking Guantanamo Bay, bro. Yeah? That type of fucking...
This guy, bro, after what I've
I don't
seen,
want him
yeah,
coming anywhere near
I don't know
England.
how.
Why?
Bruv, I don't know how that.
Why do you guys
bruv, I
hate
don't
him
know-
so much?
Bruv,
What did he
how's
do?
that video on YouTube, man? Like, I don't understand, but that video should be nowhere near on YouTube. Furthermore, yeah, this guy here he deserves life in jail. He deserves life in jail, bro, for what he did, man.
Life.
Bruv, how you making out a dog, man? That makes no sense, man.
Yo,
Astaghfirullah,
boys,
bruv.
boys, wait, 1 minute, boys. Breaking news. According to the Telegraph, Nuno Taveres, his medical will be expected in a couple of days, but because of travel restrictions. No, wait. Because it will complicate the deals. Basically, it will take some days.
Just real quick. On a lighter note, right? Nuno Espirito Santo has downgraded from jobless to Spurs. Can we all have a minute silence for Nuno Santo, please? Because this guy has gone from jobless to Spurs, bro. That is a downgrade and a half.
Bro, he's Mourinho, man. BTEC Mourinho.
Bro, I'm sorry. I can't, I've been laughing this whole way through because the Arsenal fans have actually come together for once to banter Spurs. This is just hilarious, bro. This is
I
so
don't get
funny.
why you would leave Wolves for Spurs unless they're giving you more money.
No, he got fired. He got fired by Wolves.
Bro. He'll get more money, right? But you know what makes me laugh? Nuno Santo is a donkey because he plays the exact same style that Mourinho plays. Spurs fans hated Mourinho. They absolutely hated him. So they're going to hate Nuno just as much. Like, they're done. Their club is so washed, bro. Daniel Levy is a criminal, but I love it.
No. Don't say that. He's an Arsenal fan.
Egal, I beg you, get his sick head out of the shop. Take his picture off the screen, man.
Hey, yo.
Hey, boys.
Let me do this. Tottenham got a new manager, finally, right?
Yay.
So they finally got a new manager. Look at this picture. So you got Levy saying you were our first choice, and on that sheet, as you can see, he has crossed off Nagelsmann, Grafenhugel, Graham Potter, Scott Parker, Ten Hag, Pochettino, Antonio Conte. Oh man, this is a joke.
Yo, Egal. Look, no disrespect to anyone in this panel, right? Daniel Levy must be protected. This guy is an Arsenal legend. I want a statue outside, not by the Emirates, but close by. This guy, he is a legend of Arsenal. He kept Tottenham. He's keeping Tottenham irrelevant where they belong. Irrelevancy. I mean, this guy is an Arsenal. He's an Arsenal icon. He's an Arsenal fan. He's an Arsenal true and true. This guy, honestly, he's a bull-headed. I love this guy.
Let's be honest,
Aldi Cup and everything. This guy, the biggest trophy they won is Aldi Cup.
They literally interviewed 1,000 managers to get someone worse than the one we had before. How do you do that? How actually do you manage that? I don't, bro. It's mad.
No, so how, if anything, Levy deserves a statue outside their new shiny toilet. So every time we go past there or on North London Derby, there's an opportunity for us to take selfies. Do you know what I mean? So,
bro, have you guys seen their new kit?
Yeah, it's shocking as well.
It's literally toilet paper.
Yeah, bro. It's toilet paper for the toilet bowl that is their stadium.
Listen, man. It's the whole thing, bro. You got a toilet paper. You got
toilet bowl.
You got the actual toilet, bro. Yeah, exactly.
Nando's FC, bro. Nando's FC.
Bro, it's cock and ball.
Yo, guys, do you know the kits are made on bottles as well? The kits are made by recycled bottles. Honestly, I'm not making this up, bro.
They're recycled. Oh,
yeah, recycled bottles. I swear to God.
So how you're saying it's a plastic shirt?
Yeah. They're bottlers. They're bottlers, Aslan. They're bottlers.
This exactly, man. They're bottlers. They're plastic.
Guys.
Plastic shirts.
Guys, time for the next real or fake. Okay, real or fake? Pochettino is interested in bringing Granit Xhaka to PSG.
Fake.
Fake?
I don't
Really?
give a shit, bro. If it's
Real. This is 100% real. I heard Paris wants to buy him for 100 million. Roma, you heard this? 100 million.
PSG
Put the
tax.
money down. Yeah, money down. Yeah, I heard this rumor from a very credible source called Heinz Ketchup. Heinz Ketchup has told me this breaking
I'm very
news.
happy. I mean,
So
listen,
how?
I'm gassed,
I
yeah.
beg you get Dizzy's comment up, bruv.
So how? I heard from Heinz Mayonnaise, you know, that really trustable source, that what they actually were doing, PSG, yeah, they're opening up a new modelling service called PSG Models, and they actually wanted to sign Bellerin, bro.
Man said Scooby-Doo's husband.
This guy always brings some jokes.
This guy, bruv. This
Yeah, I
guy
love
is
Dizzy,
too
man.
funny.
Dizzy Christ, man.
Dizzy.
Big up Dizzy.
Big up Dizzy.
Yeah, who's Scooby-Doo's
Man said
husband, though?
Scooby-Doo's
Listen, man, you ain't
Oh
lying.
my
man. You're
God,
not
bro, I
lying.
got it now.
yeah.
Oh,
They signed Shaggy, yeah? Shaggy from
yeah, man, wants on them
Scooby-Doo,
Scooby snacks, bro.
Oh my God. Yo, someone said it's true.
Listen, bruv, it is true, man. God said it's haram to lie, bro.
Bloody
Am I
hell.
lying?
Okay, so I'm gonna throw the next headline. Camavinga. Oh my god!
No.
How did I forget about Camavinga? Edu is lining up
sacked.
the next 13 transfers.
Oh.
Did you see that article? Edu is lining up 13
No.
transfers.
We're about to say that he's getting sacked, but
Edu supposedly, let me read the article. 1 second. Edu decided on the next 13 articles. This summer, this next 13 deals. This summer was always going to be a busy summer for the Emirates, both in terms of signing and departures. Mikel Arteta and Edu have already triggered a subsequent summer overhaul and are poised to see over 13 transfers, incoming and outgoing combined.
Okay, that doesn't seem fake. If it's outgoings too, that sounds about right. Because I think, as you said, 7 in, about 7 out. It makes a bit sense. Xhaka, Bellerin, Torreira. Well, there's already 3. There's a lot of players leaving the squad. So 13 together. It
No,
sounds
but
like
bro,
a big number. But
that's
in
not,
and out.
That's not promising
So do you
news,
think
though,
this
man.
is fake news or real news?
It's not.
It's probably fake news. It's probably
not
fake
promising
news,
if
but
it's real. It's not promising if it's real, because if he's already lined up 13 signings, what that tells me is he's not going to look at form. It's going to be right. Well, we want Alexander Isak. The guy could drop 0 goals next season in 56 appearances, but we're still going to sign him.
no.
That's what worries me, bro. You shouldn't be just looking at players you want. You look at players who are on form. You look at how they're playing and what system they fit into. And Edu, that guy is not doing that. He's going to sign some random little Brazilian kid from the favelas. He'll probably sign, you know, the B-Tech Madison or something like that. Like, bro, Edu is so dead, man. Such a dead, whatever his job is,
you just
man.
reminded me of Madison. Let's talk about Madison. Apparently, Leicester are saying we have to spend 80 million to get even his left boot.
All right, then. Well,
Bro,
let's get Grealish then. Let's get Grealish instead.
Madison also, he gets injured. Also, he's not consistent. So 80 million is. I will not take him 80 million. 60
Oh, the
million
article,
is-
by the way, about the 13 transfers is from Football London.
Football London. I don't know, man. Look, in and out, it makes sense. I'll give credit. In and out makes sense.
George Smith put the article in the news. So
George Smith, okay.
That's will be John Doe.
So here's the actual article. Edu has decided on the next 13 deals this summer. Was also going to be a busy summer at the Emirates Stadium, both in terms of signings and departures. Manager Mikel Arteta is keen to make the numbers of the changes too, and his squad and his technical director Edu is poised to oversee all of them. Click here to read. I don't know why I put that part in, but yeah, there you go, people. Moving on. Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. Let's get over 100 likes on this goddamn video. If you guys are watching right now, still big up to everybody. Gunnar Express talks sense, says Sean. Sean likes you, man.
Thank you, Sean, bro. Big up, man.
All right. Now, moving on to the final couple things. Camavinga and Renato Sanchez in order. So first, we're going to do Camavinga. Camavinga supposedly going to be hijacked by Manchester United. Also, Camavinga is supposedly still possibly going to be a signing for Arsenal as of 2 days ago. He did not sign his renewal for his contract, which means anyone who wants to buy him can now get him for in the region of 40 to 50 million. Do you think Arsenal will spend that type of money on him, or do you still think we're going to go for Bissouma?
I think we're going to get Renato Sanchez.
The Camavinga Bissouma conversation.
I think we're getting Renato
Bissouma,
Sanchez.
bro, all day
personally.
long. What's wrong with you, Egal, bro? Bissouma over Camavinga, man. I don't know his name. Camavinga, yeah, Camavinga. Bro, Bissouma, for me, the only signing that I would be very happy is Bissouma, bro. We have to get Bissouma.
Inshallah. Me too, man. We need to get Bissouma. I mean,
Yeah.
Sanchez, look, yeah, if we get Bissouma and Sabitzer, for example, you're not gonna hear me say anything. Honestly, just get me Bissouma, get me Sabitzer. Be okay. Forget about Madison, even. Forget about Madison. Get me Sabitzer, right? Honestly, you're not gonna hear a word of
Alright,
me.
man.
I promise you. You're not gonna hear a negative word of me. Just get me Bissouma, this baller. I mean, please, Sanchez. He's all right. He's all right. I like him, but Lil, they're gonna outprice us. They're gonna steal our money. You know how they're like. Yeah, thieves they are. Yeah, I don't want to do business with them anymore.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Instagram. I'm going to go Renato Sanchez. Did he delete it?
No, but I've got the image. I think have you still got the image, Egal?
Yeah, I do, but I want to actually show people what I'm talking about.
Egal, how much is being quoted? Sorry,
For who?
for Sanchez.
Sanchez. I'm hearing 30 million. Same
Well,
price.
there was a report this morning saying it's going to be 60.8, but they're not going to demand
60.
that.
Are they on crack?
It won't be that, Egal. That's a fake report, bro. Look, I know Lille just won the league.
Renato Sanchez.
Lille just won the league, but they're a club that
Yo,
sells.
so how you tweeted? You Instagram.
No, Egal.
Yeah, I retweeted it, but it looks BS. It looks BS. Yeah, it looks BS.
Look. Just all you have to do is look at Lille's past transfer patterns. Look at what they've done in the past. They came second, sold their best player of that season, Nicola Pepe, for 72 mil. They sold Gabriel for 25 when they were pushing for a title. If they can make money from a player and they can see them replacing that player and making more money from it, they're gonna sell. Because look, they had Campos. I know Campos has left, but they're gonna keep the same style that Campos brought in, which was that, build up players, sell them, build up another player, sell him, and use that method. I mean, look, it worked. They won a title with it. So why would they, differ from that style of football and the way they run the club?
I wasn't following Gabriel, so when I went on Renato Sanchez's account, it didn't come up. But now that I'm following him, it's still not coming up. Did he delete it?
What are you talking about, Gabriel and Renato Sanchez?
Yeah, so Renato Sanchez, if anyone doesn't know, on Renato Sanchez's Instagram account yesterday, he had this picture up, right? It was this picture, right?
Yeah, that one.
Picture, right?
That one, yeah.
So he put on this picture, he said, anybody, Scott Frenchie, right? And he, but then what did Gabriel do? Gabriel seen this image and he responded with a transfer hit. He said, come to Arsenal, with the smiley face. Renato Sanchez says, I'm waiting for your invitation. Now, immediately when you see this, it says to me, Gabriel, it's like, yo, come to Arsenal as a banter thing. And my guy says, yo, I would love to, basically. In other words, I'm waiting for your invitation. What does that mean? I'm waiting for you to tell me to come over. So that's what that is. And I think Renato Sanchez wants to come to Arsenal. Gabriel clearly wants him to come to Arsenal. And does the club want him to come to Arsenal? We don't know. Has there been any contact with Lille? No, there hasn't. Has there been any contact with his agent? I think there might have been.
Yeah, Egal, did you see Edu that followed his agent, I believe?
He did. He followed Sanchez's agent.
Yeah, I think there has been contact with his agent, as I just said. But do I think this deal is going to happen? Unlikely. at this moment.
yeah.
There's still a lot of progression that needs to happen for this deal to take place. I need to see fees, bids, agreements. None of that stuff has happened. Right
Renato
now,
Sanchez
there's a
is
lot of
box to
rumors.
box, right?
Renato Sanchez is extremely injury prone.
Absolutely. Also, I think, but he has improved. When also his age, he's 23 or 24.
Someone said jokes. He's not coming to Arsenal. What do you mean by that? Like you're just saying.
He's about Chelsea, I think, maybe.
I
He's a
mean, look,
Manchester United fan.
if you'd like to explain, I mean, look, Man United fans are getting all excited about Sancho, but as I said, put a £10 bet on with your Man United friends that he's going to flop, because I know I will. That guy's flopping hard.
Yeah, no
Flopping very
experience.
hard,
Just
bro.
thinking the same. Man.
Guys,
We'll see,
can I
bro.
take you back, bring you back to the Renato Sanchez thing? I don't get this hype. I don't get it. Well, are we dumb? Like, why are we getting hyped about a guy who failed at Bayern, who failed at Swansea, who's done good at Lille, which is the French league, which a lot of us already call a dead league anyways, right? I don't get the hype. We're overhyping this guy on Twitter like we always do. We overhype every single transfer. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not part of this whole overhyping every player thing. I think there's certain players that you should not be overhyping. You should just be like, yo. But when I see people tweeting out Renato Sanchez and Pate is a dream midfield, are you dumb? Like, in what world is Renato Sanchez a dream signing? At the beginning of the summer, we weren't even talking about him.
I was. I've been talking
wasn't.
about the guy for over a year.
I wasn't.
Every time someone brought up Bissouma, I kept mentioning it. Bissouma is a good player, but he's not my first choice. Renato Sanchez is always my first choice alongside Soumare because, yeah, he didn't fail at Swansea. People need to look again. People don't look at why certain things happen. They just look at what actually happened, and they don't look at why it happened. Swansea City played a shocking style of football. No player would have gone there and succeeded. Sanchez was actually one of their best players. To say that they were so bad. He was also very, very young. I think he just won the Golden Boy Award, which, by the way, that's very difficult to win. And at Bayern Munich, it wasn't the fact that he particularly failed. It was more the fact that he wanted to leave because he wasn't getting given game time because they had Goretzka and Kimmich who were ahead of him. And both those two players, for me, are world-class midfielders. So I see why he left. He went to Lille. He helped them win a league, which they haven't done, I think, in about 10 years or so. He's got to be a big part of that. Him and Soumare were an incredible midfield. And I think, look, I get the hype. I don't get why people are hyping him just because the Euros. That's silly. You've got to look at other things as well. But again, I've been hyping the guy for over a year. And if we sign him and if he performs, I want my flowers, bro. Because I kept saying, don't get Bissouma, go and get Sanchez instead. And I mean, look, I think he's going to be a world-class footballer in the future. I think he's got a great future ahead of him. He's still very young. And again, for me, that Swansea loan spell isn't enough for me to dictate whether he's good enough or not in the Prem. It was a shocking Swansea team that got relegated. He was one of their better players, and he was, I think, 19 when he went there. So if people really want to look at a 19, I think he was 19. He could have been a bit older, but if people really want to look at a lone player who was about 2021 and expected him to carry an awful Swansea team to stay in the Premier League, people's expectations nowadays are way too high. And just quickly on the injury-prone thing. He's had 2 injuries in 2021. They lasted 20 days overall, so I don't see him being too injury prone. I think he can get injuries, but I'd say Maddison's more injury prone, and he's not even that injury prone to be honest. So
have you seen his?
He has a bad record.
Entirety of his career.
Yeah, he has a bad record, but there's not many long injuries. The longest injury he's ever had was 85 days, and that was a hamstring. And then I think the second highest is 58 days, which was 5 years ago.
Listen, Gunnar Express.
And the days get less and less.
He's had at least one 20-day muscle injury every season, plus little niggles here and there. He's constantly getting out of games. He misses probably at least 7 to 8 games every season for this injury.
Yeah, he gets injured, to be honest. Yeah, he gets.
And some people are quick to call Kieran Tierney injury prone, quick to call Pate injury prone. When Pate only this season was his first time getting any injuries in his career. You know what I mean?
Okay, and Egal, just to add on to that injuries, right? Now, can someone please like find out Bissouma's injury record and then make that a comparison, please?
Do you know Bissouma has no career injury history?
There you go. There you go. And why is it before the transfer window was even open, why was there all this chat on the timeline that we definitely need more Premier League proven players, and now all of a sudden we're discussing players from Europe.
Bissouma has 2 injuries in his career. I'm sorry, I lied. Bissouma has 2 injuries in his history of his career.
Yo, boys, I got some news. Just quickly, it's from Get French Football News. Saliba refusal from what club? Rennes is because he tried to join them. Yeah,
you're late. We already know about this.
Okay,
but if you want, you can finish it, and we can go on to that in a second.
It's all right. Go on.
No, bro. Finish.
Now, because they were after the Juventus centre back, and he felt mistreated, and that's about it. I just came on my feed right now. I thought it was new.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I heard the club Rennes wanted to buy Saliba. Arsenal does not want to sell Saliba. They did not want a loan, so it turned out to be a situation where, at this point, it died out. What? Egal conducts himself at all times. What are you guys talking about?
Egal, can you get that image up on Bissouma's injury record, please, bro?
Yeah. I'm so confused. Everyone's frustrating me today. So Bissouma has 2 injuries in his career. In 2018-2019, he missed 7 games in his whole entire career.
Yeah, there's not much. There's not much.
What? So both are in the 18-19 campaign. June 3rd, September, Jan 6th. Okay.
That is Bissouma's injury history.
No,
right?
but bro,
we can't
the June 3rd to September 13th, most of that is obviously not in the season. So really, like whenever the season kicked off in the 2019-2020 season, so he's probably out for what, like 30 days if the season started mid-August.
Okay, now let me show you Renato Sanchez. I get it, Gunnar Express. It destroys your argument for him not being injury prone, but look at that. Ooh.
Yeah, I still don't.
Let me just show you something.
Since when has a cold been an injury?
Look at this. So he had a cold. He was out for 7 days. He had a hamstring. He was out for 58 days, 3 games. He had a thigh problem, hamstring, ankle. He was out total 1, 5, 10, 25 games right there for Swansea in 1 year loan. He was out for 25 games. Imagine that. That's almost the whole time that he was there.
Again, we need to look at context. The guy was playing in a very rugged Swansea team where he was being forced to run a lot,
Swansea.
And he's young, bro.
Forget about the ages. Forget about Swansea.
Bissouma's 24 years old. He's a man. He's a grown physical man. Sanchez is a young boy.
Bro. Let's look at Lille.
How old are they both? If Bissouma's 24, how old did you say Sanchez was? What, 22, 23?
Yeah, but when he was at Swansea, he was about 18 years old.
Well, okay, so when Bissouma was at Brighton, 3-4 years ago, how old was he, bro?
He wasn't playing. Bissouma never played for Brighton until about last season, the season before. So when he was about 21, 22.
Hear me out. When you said this season, 2020, he missed how many games? He missed 11 games, right? No, he missed 2. Yeah, so he missed total of 14 games this season, okay? This calendar season so far. Last calendar season, he missed what? 1, 2, 3. He had 3 injuries. He missed a total of 12 games, right? 12 games. So in 2 seasons, man's missed over almost 30 games. So you're telling me a man who almost misses 30 games in 2 seasons is not considered injury prone? Gunnar Express, for once, I'm right, concede.
Yeah, but Egal, that's fine. But then you have to concede that Maddison's also injury prone because she said that he wasn't. Yet this season alone, he had one injury that lasted 72 days. And overall this season, he's been injured for around about 90 days, which is around about, 3 months? So in that case, Maddison's also injury prone.
Let's look at Maddison's injury history based on games missed.
No, but this is the thing. You can't look at injury histories and dictate it. Partey had 0 injuries.
No, I'm looking at the injury. Look, I'm looking at the injury based on games missed. Because if you have an injury from June till September, you don't really miss that many games. So I'm looking at it. How many games did he miss? Renato Sanchez missed almost 30 games in 2 years. James Maddison in his whole entire career hasn't missed more than 12 games.
No, but Egal, I'm not bothered. The guy's good enough. At the end of the day, Sanchez is good enough. He's still been able to be one of the best midfielders at his age with injuries.
Bro, you always bring facts, but today you're bringing assumptions.
No, but I know, but I don't care. Like, I don't care if he's seen as injury prone. I'm not bothered. The guy's good enough, so that's fine with me. Everybody said this before. Oh, Partey is not injury prone. He's got 0 injuries. That means he's not going to get any injuries at Arsenal. He went and got one in the first week of being here. Sanchez could come to Arsenal and never get a single injury. No one could. I don't get why people base stuff off injuries. If we were basing stuff off injuries, we would have never signed Kieran Tierney. That guy had more injuries than any player in the Scottish Premier League. We still signed him for £25 million. So I don't think Arsenal. Look, if Arsenal have good enough physios, which I don't think we do, I think our physios are absolutely fucking shocking.
Well, not Bruno guys left.
Exactly. Listen, now that Bruno Mazzariti's gone, he was literally our savior.
You don't have to say anything. The stats say themselves. Maddison.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. Look at the stats.
Maddison has less days missed. Maddison has missed less games in his career than Renato Sanchez has missed last season.
That's fine,
if we're gonna go based on injury prone, based on how many games you've missed and days you've missed, singly, I could say, you know what, Renato Sanchez missed more games and more days than him in his career than the other guy has. Obviously, one guy has a shorter career than the other. If you just take it based on when their career started, also, you still see the same thing. So injury prone, Renato Sanchez is injury prone. Renato Sanchez costs the same price or maybe even more than Bissouma. Bissouma is available. Obviously, I would take Bissouma over Thing. I'm not saying, I was saying take both because I thought Renato Sanchez cost 20 million. But the fact that he's going for that price, it makes no sense. Also, attacking midfiilders tend to get pushed around and beat up a lot. So I'm thinking it makes sense if an attacking midfielder has more injuries and more niggles, especially if you're a fullback like Kieran Tierney. They get up and down that pitch. It makes sense they have more injuries. If you're in the midfield, I get it. You're box to box. You're covering a lot of ground, but this guy is made out of glass. I don't rate him from his time at Bayern Munich. I don't rate him from his time in Swansea. I don't even rate him that much.
Bro, he's a good player. I haven't watched it. But he's a good player. I get what Gun Express is saying, but he's injury prone, bro. That's absolutely.
He's not.
I take Bissouma for me, bro. Everyone has his opinion. Bissouma for me over.
Okay, so Ozzy, Bissouma or Renato Sanchez?
Bissouma.
Muhdin already said Bissouma. Saha?
Bissouma.
There's only one, man. I'm sorry. I think you're by yourself. Granit Express is Bissouma for me.
Aslan, are you joining the party?
Of course, bro.
Okay. So, Granit Express, you're on your own island with this one.
That's fine, bro. But Sanchez is a better player than Bissouma statistically, so that's fine.
Okay.
If you want to go stats of injuries, we'll go stats of players, and Sanchez is statistically
a better player. Do you want to go stats?
He's statistically a better player.
I could do this game all day. Okay, let's go.
Oh, bro,
Sumare is also statistically a better player than
Bissouma is better, bro.
Bissouma, even the metrics probably back him too. What stats do you want to look at specifically?
Bro, I'm not getting in this argument, bro. Sanchez is a better player than Bissouma. Sanchez is a better player than Bissouma. You don't win a Golden Boy award for being a shit player. Like,
it's not argument. It's not argument. It's literally, you said you want to bring stats. I have Squawker stats comparison from Opta Stats. I'm gonna get it on the screen, Everyone can see it. You pick which stats you're saying he's better at, and we'll see if he's actually better at those specific stats. I'm saying Bissouma is underrated statistically.
Yo, guys, it was actually Maitland-Niles in the car crash.
What do you mean?
The car crash was actually Maitland-Niles. You know that picture that came up that people said was fake? It's actually Maitland-Niles. It's confirmed
okay?
by.
Is he all right?
I'm not sure really, but it says it's early hours this morning. Understand the 23-year-old was pulled out of his vehicle by a driver and is currently unhurt. So it's breaking. Chris Davison has
Yeah, he
reported that.
flipped his car. Apparently, he was like mega drunk.
All right. Well, in that case, then fucking fine him, idiot. What's he doing driving drunk in the morning? In the hours in the morning, selling.
What? He was driving.
Fucking idiot.
Apparently, he was reeking of alcohol.
Oh, selling then. Sell him. Release him, bro. That's stupid.
Yeah,
release him, man,
100%.
honestly.
No, look. First and foremost, I hope he's fine.
Yeah, obviously.
I hope there's nothing career threatening or life threatening. But yeah, like if he's been caught doing that, sell him.
Look at how much shit Grealish got in the media for that. I want to see the exact same reaction. Grealish got so much shit for being drunk, and being in the car at the same time. So Maitland-Niles can suffer the same fate and get released by Arsenal or sold.
Grealish literally left his keys in the car with the car driving away as he walked away from the car. He's just dumb.
No, but so is Maitland-Niles. Like, you're a professional footballer, you're driving drunk. That's against the law. He should be arrested, he should be fined, and he should be sold by Arsenal just for that. Never mind, because he's not good enough.
Guys, let's not have this conversation until we have all the facts. Okay? Because we don't have all the facts. We can't add too much context into it. So I just want to do this quickly. Guna Express is not a battle against me or you. I'm just saying, which statistical categories do you want to compare Bissouma and Renato Sanchez so we can actually see who's the better player?
And again, bro, I don't care, man.
No. Let's have this conversation. You said he's better statistically, so which statistics you want to compare?
I mean, if you want to compare a DM to a box-to-box, then go ahead, but I'm not about to do that.
No, you did that. I didn't do the statistics thing.
No, but I'm saying when you look as a general player, when you look at everything about Renato Sanchez, he's just better. I don't go off stats like that.
Categories?
No, but Guna X, Bissouma is not an out-and-out DM, bro. He's an overall central midfielder. He's an all-round central midfielder. He's not a DM, solely a DM.
There's no such thing as an all-around central midfielder.
Bro, let's move on.
They got rid of that now.
What is Renato Sanchez's strength?
Physicality, staying on the ball recoveries, things like that. It's just he's just a better
ball
player.
recoveries.
Well, then the same thing we said about Partey then. What is Partey?
You said ball recoveries, right? So that would be defensive.
Many different things, man.
What? That would be defensive action. You're saying interceptions, correct? Okay. So
I mean, again, you're comparing a DM to a box-to-box, so Bissouma will probably have higher stats, and he's also played double the amount of games. So.
Okay, so then how would you compare Renato Sanchez
I
to
can
Partey?
compare it. Wait. Forget about the games. I can compare it per 90. Per 90 stats. Okay? So per 90 stats, interceptions, Bissouma's 1.9 to 1. Okay? So that's 1. What's the next category? Do you want to check? Attacking stats. Because then Bissouma surely should not have better attacking stats than Renato Sanchez, right? Where'd he go? Is he still here? Yo, Gunnar, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Why'd you go quiet? I'm talking directly to you. I'm asking you a question.
What's the question?
What attacking statistics do you want to compare Renato Sanchez to Bissouma?
I mean, like, again, I don't see the point of comparison, bro. Like, Sanchez is just a better player. Like, I just see him as a better player.
You are saying he's a better player, but you don't actually want to put up you don't want to put your money where the mouth is. You don't want to say what actually is he better.
Off of just stats, Egal. If you go off just stats,
no, but you mentioned stats. I didn't mention stats.
Yeah, I meant to say.
Yeah, but on what basis is he better, though? You're just saying he's better.
You're not saying
you
why
can
he's
just
better.
see
You're
when a
just saying
player's
he's
better.
better.
Look, I can just see when I think a player's better than someone else, bro. That's just it. Like,
Okay,
again,
so you're
I
just
don't,
giving
I
your
don't care
opinion.
for stats. Exactly, bro. Like, I didn't mean statistically, as in when you look at all the different stats, because you can't compare anything. Because Basuma's going to have better defensive stats. Sanchez will probably have better attack. I don't know. I don't read stats, bro. That's boring. If you read stats all day, then get a life, man. Honestly, that's just shit and boring.
Bro, they are different players. But for now, what we need is
Bro,
Bissouma.
you know me, Gunnar. We don't
No, I
look
just
at
think
stats all the time.
Sanchez is just a better player, bro.
Okay, we don't look at stats all the time, but what we're doing right now is we're having a conversation about two individual players. And when you have two players that you're debating, or you think you need to check the underlying numbers to see who comes up on top when you're comparing two players. Because individual players, when you're having an argument, what gives you the difference and the differentials is the underlying numbers. That determines which player you should look at more. That's one thing. Even the biggest clubs do stats analysis to identify which type of mold of player they should compare. I'm not saying look at the numbers strictly all the time, but when you have an argument where two players are close and we're at a standstill, the numbers are the things that help you differential and figure out which one is actually closer to what you need. Okay, so don't just say, "Oh, disregard the numbers," and then when it suits your argument, say, "Oh, it's all about the numbers."
I don't disregard the numbers, Egal, but what I'm saying is, again, you always have to take context into it when comparing players. You got to look at who Sanchez is playing with, who is around, the style of football they'll play, and what league they play in. And you got to look at Bissouma and the fact that he plays in a Brighton team where he's the main DM.
Okay,
there's so many contexts, bro. Look, at the end of the day, you have your opinion of either Bissouma's better.
No. Forget about my opinion. Forget about my opinion.
What I'm saying is, my opinion is that Sanchez is better. And one
Forget
thing
about
that
opinion.
one thing that I don't agree on when people say that Sanchez is shit because of what happened at Bayern. If that's the only basis that we're going on,
Bro, no.
then
Just let's move on.
there's no point of that argument. Because Sanchez at Bayern wasn't a bad player. He never got the chance because Goretzka came in.
We're not
and he was
talking
just a
about
better
Bayern.
player, bro.
We're talking about Sanchez at Lille versus Bissouma at Brighton. If you were to compare them, you're saying you cannot compare them, but I am comparing them because we are buying one player in that position, and they're the two candidates. One, you're saying he's better. Two, I'm saying how is he better? You're saying he's better. Then I'm saying which stats do you want to compare him to? You're saying you don't want to compare the stats. So for anybody who's watching out there right now, tell me what you want. My guy here said he wants to see passes, accurate passes. He wants to see final third passes. He wants to see passes lost leading to goals. So I will do that, right? I'll compare that. Anything else that you guys want me to throw out there, let me know right now so we can do our comparisons and our cross analysis to see who we want in comparison to each other, right? So first things first, he said disciplinary. We're gonna go. No, it's not disciplinary. It's defensive actions, own goals. Neither of them have own goals.
Egal, is Cedric staying, bro?
Blocks. Passes into the final third, he said. Okay, let's do pass success, pass accuracy.
Egal, what website is this?
Squawker.
Okay.
Squawker.
Passes completed into opponent's half. Passes completed into your own half. Does it have final third? It doesn't seem to have final third. Attempts, no. Attack. Nothing else really. General, what does it say? Possession lost, ball recovery. And then what else is there? That's it. Okay. So now, bro, I hope you don't take this as me trying to take a shot at you. I'm not taking shots at you. I'm literally just doing a comparison. You get me?
Yeah, I'm not like that, bro. So good.
Because I don't know. For a second, it felt like you're taking personal. Okay. So games played. This is by the way, guys, I've done per 90 stats comparisons. So you guys can see this. Is this on big screen or is it on small screen? Yeah, it's on the big screen. Let me move the stats. So Bissouma's on one side, Renato Sanchez on the other side. You guys can clearly see which one's which. So minutes are the same, doesn't matter because I've made it per 90. Ball recoveries, they're the exact same. Okay. Possession lost. Obviously, Renato Sanchez loses the ball more often because he's higher up the pitch. Goals, they're the exact same. Passes attempted, Renato Sanchez attempts more passes. Pass accuracy, Bissouma has better pass accuracy. Pass completed in opponent's half. There you go. Renato Sanchez has more. Passes completed in their own half. Renato Sanchez has more. Clearances, Bissouma wins. Attempts, interceptions, Bissouma wins. Blocks, Bissouma and Renato Sanchez are tied. So if you go based off this, remove blocks, it's 2-2. Then you go 3-3. Then it's a tie.
Completely even, which is why I didn't want to compare the stats. There's no point.
They're literally exactly the same.
Exactly.
So,
this is what I tried to say. Don't compare the stats, because Bissouma has better defensive stats, which is what you'd expect. Sanchez has better passing, has better, their pass accuracy is very similar. If you're going to go off of 2%, then go ahead, be my guest. But at the end of the day, look, again, they're both very similar in terms of stats, which is why I didn't want to particularly go off it. When I said statistically Sanchez is better, I didn't really mean it in a sense that he's statistically better. Well, I just meant that I think he's better. But look, I'd take either. Let's get this right. I'd take either. Yeah, they're both very good. But for me, Sanchez is slightly younger. He's had, he's been at a big team before. And again, I don't see the fact that he flopped at Bayern. He didn't flop at Bayern. He wanted to leave to better his career. I'd rather a player who wants to leave to better his career than sit idle at a big club just to win trophies but not actually be involved in it. It shows that he's making moves. Again, look at his development from where he was to what he is now. He's one of the best midfielders in Liga. I'm pretty sure he's probably better than Verratti this season. And I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think someone also said that he was playing on the wing in a 4-4-2 every now and then. So he has versatility, as he can play a left midfielder. And we need a left winger. So, look, for £30 million, I think it's a no-brainer. I agree with you, Egal. I'd take both. I want both Bissouma. And if we were big, we'd go and get both. We'd go and say, let's just go and get both of them. But this is the issue why I have no hope with Arsenal. We always have to pick and choose between two brilliant players. And there's always that risk of we get the wrong player, someone else gets a good one. Look at Xhaka. We bought Xhaka instead of Kante. Xhaka's not turned out to be good. Kante is one of the best midfielders in the world. We always take those 50-50s when as a club we should just say, let's go and get both of them. Look at City. Grealish and Kane. Both of them, bro. That's 200 million on two players. We can't even go and spend 70 on Bissouma and bloody Sanchez. Like, Arsenal, man, this is what I'm trying to say to people. Like, why? How is this window right now exciting when we're picking and choosing between players? And we just go look at both. Look at both.
Respect, bro. You don't change your opinion, but
right, that car crash was magic. Jesus Christ!
And you explained why you said stats. You meant stats in the attacking third. They're very even. I get it. And in my opinion, I got a bunch of people who agree with me. Guna Express, the only person that doesn't agree. But you know what? He holds his own. Respect to him. Peace out, guys. We're out of here. Have yourselves a wonderful night. You know what, Ozzy?
Yo.
How'd you become a Gooner?
Fucking hell, bro. You're taking me back, bro. You know what it is? Like, basically, I was about 7 or 8 years old, yeah. And I didn't support a team at the time. And everyone was like, support Arsenal. I thought, fuck it, I'm just supporting Arsenal.
So you got peer pressured into supporting Arsenal?
Not peer pressured, but it was like, you know what? Like, at that time, I wasn't really...
You got bullied into supporting Arsenal?
I didn't get bullied. It was like a case like...
Yeah, Aslan, does that not sound like...
Who was you going to support, Ozzy? Who would you have supported if you weren't bullied into supporting Arsenal, bro?
To be honest, like, I had no idea who to support at the time, innit?
This guy says Spurs, I'll beg you kick him.
Fuck that shit. I would have never supported Spurs. No, the thing is as
what about Chelsea,
when I
bro?
started looking at
you sound like my brother. My brother supported... he went from Arsenal... To next thing you know, he was saying he supports Manchester United. Then he started saying
I never done that shit, bro.
Now he's saying he supports City, and then I wouldn't be surprised if he said he supports Liverpool.
I'm not glory hunter. Yeah, I'm 29. I've supported Arsenal since I was 7.
Man said United. Anyways, all right. Sahal we already know how Sahal's story, but Sahal, tell us your story because we haven't heard it in a while. How'd you become an Arsenal fan? Your uncle, right?
No, no, it's not my uncle. No, I think no. It's because when I came to the UK, the first game I watched was Arsenal, I believe, and then I just fell in love with my favorite player was Terry Henry at the time, and basically I always wanted to be a striker, and that's why I'm an Arsenal fan.
Somali Henry, bro. Somali Henry.
Because I am a big Terry Henry fan. And don't worry, inshallah, Somalia will win the World Cup. You heard it here first.
Oh, for God's sake, bro. This guy's still going on about this, you know.
Yeah, if you get some Djibouti players, bruv, maybe.
Yeah, Nick, go get some of them Djiboutians, bro.
You guys are on absolute madness. Peace out. Bye-bye. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even easier. Press that like button for me. And you know what? Subscribe while you're still here.